Hello everyone. This time our group will explore the critical challenges that project teams face across each of the few project management process groups. Project management is a balancing act of competing demands, including scope, time, cost, quality, resources, and risk. When these elements are mismanaged within their respective process groups, projects easily derail. Let's begin with the initial process group. The first major hurdle here is the weak business case. If the strategic value of financial justification of the project is poorly researched, the project is failed from day one. Second is the lack of senior management commitment. Without top-down backing during initiation, the project manager will struggle to secure dedicated funding and resources. Lastly, a massive challenge is the incomplete identification of stakeholders. Missing key players early on, including hidden opponents to the project, leads to costly sudden requirements popping up later in the life cycle, which research shows contributes heavily to the 75% of project failures tracked back to poor stakeholder engagement. That covers the major challenge in the initial process group. Now, let's move on the next stage of the project life cycle. Malisha, will take you through it. Over to you, Malisha.
Thank you, Roshan. Once an idea is authorized, we move into the planning process group. Planning is arguably most volatile phase for a team. I will break down the pitfalls found in scope and stakeholder planning. The most pervasive challenge is an absence of user involvement and a lack of defined, clear, or concise requirements. When team fails to extract what the user truly needs, it triggers two devastating scope phenomena. Scope creep. This occurs when uncontrolled bloated changes are added to the project without any adjustments to time, cost, and resources. Gold plating. This happens when the team adds extra unrequested features in a misguided attempt to make clients happy, which wastes valuable resources and budget. Furthermore, from a stakeholder perspective, a major challenge is a static approach to stakeholder tracking. Teams often create a stakeholder register as a static spreadsheet and fail to account for more targets, such as failing to actively plan how to transition a highly resistant stakeholder into supportive or neutral state. Thank you.
Thank you, Malisha. Uh, Continuing inside the planning process group, I'll focus on the extreme difficulties teams face regarding schedules and budgeting, referencing project time management and project cost management lecture notes. In schedule planning, teams constantly struggles with insurance activity, sequencing and duration estimates. uh, a major trap is ignoring dependency, so miscalculating the critical path. uh, the longest path through the network diagram critical path the longest path through the network diagram. If a critical activity is delayed by even a single day, the entire project end date is immediately pushed back. Shifting to cost planning, estimating software and large IT projects is highly complex. Teams face three systematic human biases as lack of estimating experience. The individuals uh, tasked with building the numbers often lack historical reference. and underestimating bias. Human beings are naturally overly optimistic and biases toward underestimating efforts and costs. The bid pressure trap um, is management frequently pressures the team to downplay estimates, uh, transforming a realistic cost estimate into a lowball bid just to win a contract or secure internal funding. And that's it for me. Now I'll invite Yenuli Akka to present. Thank you.
Thank you, Chanduba. To complete the planning process group, I will talk about the main challenges in quality, HR, communication, and procurement. The quality management we should focus on prevention over inspection. It is much better and cheaper to plan quality from the start rather than in finding and fixing mistake later. In human resource management, many organizations use matrix structures. This means team members have two bosses, the project manager and their department head. This often creates conflicts and gives the project manager less authority. In communication, three are several barriers. This slide shows three important ones. One, technical jargon, using different words that confuse people. Second one, cultural and language difference in global teams. Third one, hierarchies where information is blocked due to company politics. Poor communication is the main reason for failure in more than 56% of projects. In summary, we must manage these challenges carefully during planning to avoid problems later. Thank you. Anju will now continue the next topic.
Thank you, Yenali Akka. Now we will move to the executing process group, where the team actually build the project result. This is the stage where most of the work, time and money are used. The pressure is high and many real work problems are happening here. First in directing and managing project work, the team must handle both technical work and project work together, since the real product is being built in here. If the team does not have enough knowledge of the technology, the work can be slowed down or even stopped. Another common problem is focusing too much on small details. Some new managers are spend too much time on tiny technical issues and forget the main project goals. This makes it hard to see the biggest picture and slow down the process. And second, in the quality execution, problems happen when the team does not have properly check in the quality. If they do not follow the quality standards set earlier, the final product may have defected. Then the team must have fixed this mistake again and again, which always waste the time, increase cost, and display the project. These planning steps help the project to organize clearly and ready for the successful work. Now I would like to hand over to Situm to continue this another topic. Thank you.
Thank you, Anju. The human element of the executing process group being forward instant impersonal challenges which we can analyze using project human resource management and project communication management lecture notes. During teams often fail victim to the halo effect. This is the dangerous risk of promoting an individual into a project role they cannot handle simply because they were good at a technical job in the past. When the team is put together, they must navigate the storming stage of the token model. In the execution phase, team members naturally push boundaries, clash over opinion, and experience server configure regarding priorities and schedules. If the manager fall to established film ground rule or real in destructive management style like theory X or top on punishment power, team motivant plummets simulate what the simu wait කියලා වුණා කවුරු පොඩ බල්ලා කියනද වචනේ මේ මං හිතනවා අහගෙන ඉන්න ඇති කියලා නෑ මම බලගත්තා හරි
Simulate නේද?
simultaneously from a communication standpoint, teams face information overload and noise. In the execution, vital data gets
Right.
vital data gets grabbled or complete lost during transition. If the team ignore non-variable clues which make up 58% of body language communication or falls to practice activity, listen, critical error comes. Thank you.
Thank you, Stu. Along with the project execution, the monitoring and controlling process group helps track progress and manage changes. One manager change handling changes on time. Changes are normal in projects, but if they are not managed properly, they can cause serious problems. A common issue is when the change control board CGD takes too long to approve changes, causing delays. On the other hand, making changes without approval can affect the project's cost, scope, and quality. When projects fall behind schedule, teams may use schedule compression techniques. Crashing means adding more resources, which increase cost. Fast tracking means doing tasks at the same time in 10 of one after another, which increase risk and may lead to rework. For cost control, teams should use earned value management (EVM) to measure performance. Relying only on basic data can make it difficult to identify cost problem easily. Mandhyaka.
Yes, Anuka. We are almost at the end of the presentation. In the end, we concluded with the closing process group. The single greatest challenge here is intellectual operational abandonment. Because a project is coming to an end, team members are often prematurely reassigned or mentally roll off to new projects. This makes final documentations incredibly difficult to complete. according to project integration management PDFs, project procurement management PDFs, a failure to rigorously execute closing leads to severe consequences such as incomplete OPS, like team skips documentation, their lesson learned, meaning the organization is doomed to repeat the exact same mistake on future projects. Also, procurement claims and disputes, like in closing out vendor contracts, teams frequently drop the ball on claim administrations. If vendor disputes or legal disagreements are left unresolved, they can turn into long-term legal and financial liabilities for the performing organizations, as well as lack of formal acceptance. So in this, fall into secure sign written off by the customer or sponsor means the project teams cannot officially transition accountability. So finally, in conclusion, every project management process group, from initiating and planning to executing, monitoring, controlling, and closing, comes with its own unique challenges. However, understanding these challenges and applying the appropriate project management practices can significantly improve project success. The closing process group reminds us that a project is not truly complete until lessons are captured, contracts are formally closed, and customers' acceptance is obtained. So, by giving proper attention to every phase of the project and project life cycles, organizations can enhance performance, reduce risks, and build a strong foundation for future projects. So that's all for our presentation. Thank you for having this time with CDEX. We hope we have done at our best.